let's get started. I'm gonna preference this that I am kind of tired right now, and I haven't been pushing back this video. This video was going to be filmed like today, it was, but I didn't expect for me to film it so late. And if y'all keep seeing this get refilled, don't judge it. Enjoy the spectacle. It's magic. Y'all hear that? This is a doozy. This was annoying. This was not, I expected it to be a little bit nerve-wracking. No, everything that I predicted came true, except for two things. When I tell you my notes are doing overtime, this is annoying. You'll just hear at the end. We're just gonna jump right into it. Looking at the notes, we're starting off with episode 16. The girls are in Korea at this point. They're also doing their first mission. And the first mission was their individual evaluations. All of them did pretty well. You know, they exceeded expectations more than I thought so, because, you know, we saw them in the LA boot camp and they were pretty good in the LA boot camp, but in the Korea boot camp, it's like two different people. We start off with Kaylee and Kendall. Kaylee was really good, and I agree with JYP's critique though. Her thing was that she was so good, but you could still see that she wasn't really enjoying it. I think the joy of being a K-pop idol is what really makes K-pop idols stand out. So that's why it's like, you can't just be doing whatever. Like, yes, you can be perfect dancing, you can be perfect singing, you can be perfect visual wise, but if you look like you're stressed 24/7, I don't want to look at you, because if you're stressed, I'm stressed, and I don't want to deal with that. I'm watching you as a K-pop idol, I'm watching you as a performer to feel some type of dopamine, to feel some type of happiness, joy in my life. If you're not happy, how am I going to be happy? So I agree with him on that standpoint when he said, like, Kaylee, you did really well. You just look like you're still stressed, like you're overthinking every single thing that you do. And it's natural to happen, but you can't let it show out, because if you show it out, then your audience can feel it too. I don't know why everybody did a fucking 360 with Kendall. I've been knew Kendall has talent. The girl needed to just find where she was good at, you know. But I feel like with this song, I'm gonna put this out there. This is a critique of episode 16, but it will also be a critique about the finale, okay? She did really well. And I know everybody was gagged because they're like, oh my god, we didn't expect this, because the Kaylee they've been showing us so far is a person that still needs major work. But this one has actually grown and, you know, shown that, oh, I took what I needed to do in the LA boot camp and I've elevated a little bit in the Korea one, and I want to show it to you. So Kaylee and Kendall getting their gems is well deserved.
You'll have 3 evaluations and your ranks will be given. Unfortunately, if you finish last 2 times, you'll be let go from the bidding process. So they got the necklaces upgraded with 4 new empty slots, which needs to be filled. 3 stones will be given in the next 3 evaluations. So if you successfully finish those 3 evaluations, you will receive 3 stones to fill the 3 slots. The one final slot will be a slot that will be decided by that attitude.
Episode 16 was just... It's 16. This spanned wide. This individual evaluation spanned like 2 more episodes. Episodes 17 and 18. The person of discussion now is KG, and for her evaluation she was doing a country song, and they made it seem harder than I expected it to be. Not that saying that the song probably wasn't hard for her to try to perform, but it's just the way that the editing was. It just made it seem like it was more of a struggle than it needed to be. But she did really well. It's KJ in singing. It's what we already know. She's a good singer. She's a singer that's only going to get better from here on out. I wasn't expecting too much from her that I already didn't expect, you know. The next person went after her is Christina. I love Christina. Let me take off my glasses because I don't like the reflection from the ring light. Y'all say anything about my lash, y'all are anti-black. Remember, I'm tired, so right now I don't really care about how I look. I love Christina so much. I think she did really well. Why was I scrolling on TikTok and seeing some people going saying some, this is who y'all voting for? Yes, this is who I'm voting for. I know we can't vote, but if we did have the opportunity to, best believe I would vote for her and Savannah in a fucking heartbeat. Don't try me, bitch. Like, don't do that. Christina did really well in her performance. Really, really well. And Christina, I feel like she would be the comedian of the group when the final lineup comes. She would be the comedian of the group because Christina is just naturally funny to me. There's just something about her. She's charismatic too. She can be confident when she needs to be. She knows how to have fun while being on stage. And that's something that's rare to find in people. Because nowadays, everything's just too anxiety prone. Like, everything just is nervous. Christina did really well in her performance. Guys. Lexus, my sweet baby. Lexus, my girl of all girls. Lexus, why did she eat down? Why did she eat down? Like, oh my god, y'all don't understand. Alexis did so well on her performance, and it was kind of scaring me because she was very nervous. Like, you could see it before she even went. She was legit scared. If you had told me, hey, look at that girl, doesn't she look like she's scared? Yes, but I wouldn't be able to tell you what she was scared of. There are so many factors of why Alexis could be scared, because JYP's bitch ass he always has something negative to say about Alexis. I think this is really, I'm not saying the first time, but the first time he's praised Alexis and it sort of felt genuine. But then, you know what he had to do? Follow it up with something negative. Oh, it's like, you can't just compliment her and go. Like, you don't do that to the other girls. Why do you always do that to Alexis? That's why, JYP, mark your days. Because you will stop doing my girl wrong when she makes that final lineup. You're going to look like the freaking idiot when she's sitting up there with everybody else, because you know she can't debut. You need to stop doing that. It's like he's trying to purposely break her spirit down sometimes. Okay, maybe that's too high of an accusation, but y'all cannot tell me JYP is targeting Lexus. Maybe it's because he sees so much potential, because out of all the girls, other than Camila and Savannah's putting it lightly, but other than Camila and Savannah, Lexus is the third in line for the most potential, for being the most potential idol out of all of the girls. She's the third in line for being the most potential idol. Okay, she's got a great stage presence. She can dance really, really well. She needs to work on her singing. When she gets her singing down, she'll be like the holy trifecta. Lexus is too good, and it pisses me off that JYP, it doesn't seem like he can see how good Lexus is. But mark his days, because I'm telling y'all, she will make that final lineup. Yuna has me so worried it was not even a joke. I'm sitting there watching the show, and I'm just like, you know, what's up? What's going on, babes? Because I thought we had this down. For some odd reason, it seems like every time she's practicing, the same issue keeps coming up, where she is too fast. She is faster than the music, and I don't know why. In one moment we think she has it down, the next moment she doesn't. It makes me wonder, is this how it's going to be with every single song that you perform? Is this something that could be fixed? Is it a mental issue, physical issue? What's going on? Because I love Yuna so much, but I worry for her greatly. And here's the thing, the being faster than the music, it didn't happen in her performance. As I said before, it always happens in practice. We don't ever see it during the performances, right? It didn't happen during her performance. Her issue was that now she had missed the timing for her rap. Yuna is a very optimistic person. She's very bright. She's very nice. She's very bubbly, and I love her presence. She's what you need in K-pop, right? But the thing is that Yuna's not ready. And that's where it hurts, because I want to see her be there, but she's not ready to be there. She had a whole rap prepared. She was gonna do all of this stuff. She was gonna do all of this stuff and be like, show JYP what she's got, because she's got talent. And we saw her preview of the rap. It wasn't bad. It was actually a pretty good rap, and it would have gone with the song, but she had missed the timing for the rap. And you know, accidents happen. She's human. She makes a mistake. But the thing is that you could physically like see the fact that she messed up get to her. Like you could see her psyche being up from the fact that she missed that part. And it hurts because you see it and it's like, you miss a line, fuck it, forget that line. Keep going like that. That was intentional. Like you meant for it to happen. If she had kept going and, you know, it made it look like, yeah, that little pause, that was actually a dance break. I didn't have a rap set up. You was just gonna see me dance. She would have ate it up. But because she missed it and it got to her and she let it, in a sense, like mess with her psyche, we as an audience and JYP as a judge and observer could see how much it with her brain, which resulted in her not getting her gem. And it hurts because she has so much potential. I just realized I did not talk about Savannah and Camila. They did good. That's it. They did good. They did what you expected them to do. Moving on. Let's get into the next episode. Y'all, I'm tired. I'm so tired. We're going into episode 20, 21. Guys, we're on episode 19 and 20, and this is their second to last evaluation. Yeah, second to last evaluation. And this time we are doing group performances again. I'm going to spoil it for you. The finale is also a group performance. We just do group performances. And makes sense. They're going to debut as a group. We need to see how well you work in a group. So, episode 19, it's exactly like the LA boot camp finale, where they are in different sets of teams and they'll all be performing different songs from, of course, JYP groups. And the groups in question is Twice, Stray Kids, and M-Mix. Let's start off with Twice. We're gonna go in order because I remember how it went in order. Twice included, you know, Lexus and Kendall. Okay. We're gonna just jump straight into the critiques. I will tell you this, the performance was questionable. Okay, JYP had critiqued Lexus, saying that he felt as though he could feel that this dance was not her style. I call BS. Watch the performance. Lexus ate it up. If I'm being truthful, out of everybody there, Lexus was the only one that was really doing all-rounder work. She was the only one that was keeping it going, personally. But, you know, talk your shit, JYP. I don't care. He said that Yuna did good. I feel like with Yuna, I feel like she was a little bit shaken up from her last evaluation with how she did mess up. So you could still see a little bit she was shaken up about it, but she did do pretty well. It wasn't too bad. And then we all know how he was with Kendall. Up her ass. Being an ass kisser, like just praising her. Kendall needs work. I can't stress this enough. Kendall needs work. You know, you think she changes from the first evaluation. Immediately she bounced back to what I was thinking. She needs work on her voice, more so on the fact that she needs to know not to be breathing so much while she's performing. I know it's a difficult task to do, because you know you can't, it's hard to dance and sing, but it is not a task that is impossible. And if Lexus can do it, who doesn't have the same vocal powers as Kendall, and I put that lightly, there was only 3 people on the show who I truly could say, oh, they're actual singers. But no, if Lexus can do it, and Yuna, Kendall can do it, every single other girl at this point knows how to sound pretty good dancing and singing. I do not know why Kendall is still the only one who seems like she's having trouble breathing while she's performing. We need to get on top of that. But we all know what JYP does. He doesn't tell her what she needs to hear, and we're going to keep seeing that same mistake up until the finale. That is a spoiler for y'all. You're going to be seeing that same mistake up until the finale. I'm telling you now, the Twice group was questionable. Next group to perform was the Stray Kids group. And, oh, baby, they ate down. They did so good. I can't even describe it. The performance was not what I was expecting from this show. I'm gonna be so dead ass. It's not that I wasn't taking A2K seriously. I was taking A2K very seriously, but not like Mnet level style serious, JYP style serious. But they did really well for their performance, and it really solidifies one thing that I think in my head for Gina. Oh my god, I just realized I did not talk about Gina and her evaluation. Let me talk about her evaluation and also this, because it'll make sense. So in her individual evaluation, the thing that JYP said, which I actually agree with, is that it feels like Yuna lacks some kind of presence. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like there's nothing there when Gina. There's nothing there when Gina performs, and it's very, I don't want to say lackluster, but it's just like, you don't feel excitement. You don't feel really much joy. It's like a stagnant feeling when Gina performs, and it's weird. It's not like she's doing anything wrong. She's doing everything right, but it's just like something's missing, but you can't put your finger on it, which is why I felt like when Gina was performing with Camila and Christina in the Stray Kids group, all of a sudden I feel like she's shining very brightly. I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like Gina, out of all of the girls, is the one person who shines the brightest in a group setting. I can't see her individually, but I feel like she thrives in a group setting. You can see everything that you want to see from Gina in a group setting. So it's just like, if we see it in the group, why can't we, okay, let me rephrase it, because everybody doesn't think like me. We all got different opinions. But if I can see it in a group, why can I not see it by herself? It's a very weird phenomenon. I can't put my finger on it, but I feel as though, because I already knew how Christina and Camila were as individuals, I feel like the one who's shown the brightest to me, since I didn't really feel much from her, was Gina. And I'm really glad, because like I said, the performance was really good, and I'm glad that she was a person of notice, so that she can really stand out and add more to her repertoire as to why she should be in the final lineup. So we are on to the last group, which is mixed group 8 down, and mixed group down, and mixed group down. I cannot tell you, and mixed group and Stray Kids group gave more than what was needed. They gave more than what was expected, because I really was not expecting to see performances like that from either of the group, and mix especially. Y'all already know how I feel about Savannah. I love Savannah, so I wasn't scared about Savannah. Y'all already know how I feel about Kaylee. I love Kaylee, so I wasn't scared about Kaylee. Y'all want to guess who I was scared of in this group? KG, and for one aspect only, her dancing skills. Baby, we all saw what her dancing skills look like in the LA boot camp. They needed some work. Tell me why KG not only improved, she looked too good. I'm sitting there, I'm looking at it like, why is it giving all-rounder right now? Why is it giving I could be on the same level as Camila right now? I'm like sitting there like, KG, hold on. Why is she gonna hit in that? Where's she gonna hit in that? Vocals was on point, dance was on point, outfits was on point, everything was on point. And I'm gonna put this out there because I'm gonna talk about who won the evaluation. It makes totally perfect sense why they were the ones who won the evaluation. it makes sense why they made first place. Now, could I say realistically it would have been a tight race between MX group and Stray Kids group? Yes, it would have, because they both did way better than expected for their performances. Way better. I'm glad that MX group made it. If Stray Kids had won, I would also been glad. At the end of the day, I would have been glad if either of them won, because they had shown that, oh my god, we are here to be in this group. Look at us. We got the chops, we got the skills, we got it all, baby. Put me in the ringer right now. And I love that for them. Now, sad part, since Twice was not part of the group that won, they didn't win first place, that means one of their members was in the running for either being last place. So unfortunately, like I predicted, Yuna was the one who ended up in last place, which resulted in her not making it to the finale. It saddened my heart to see, because like I had said, Yuna has so much potential to me, and I would have loved to have seen her be in the final lineup, and she didn't make it. I feel like the Twice performance was a big step up from her individual evaluation, but even still, you could see the mistakes in the Twice performance. So it was not a no-brainer that she was not going to make it. It wasn't something that I was going to be surprised about, but it was something that still hurt me when I did watch it. Episode 21 and 22. Episode 21 and 22. We're in the finale. At the end of the day, that's what I'm rambling about. We made it to the finale. And the finale, English. The finale is all 8 girls who are left, which is Camila, KG, Christina, Savannah, Gina, Kaylee, and Lexus. Into the finale, and the groups are separated into the girls, or in episode 21 and 22, the girls are separated into 2 different groups, and how I would categorize it is the older members versus the younger members, except this time it's not really a versus, it's just like a comparison. So to start off with this one, I'm so happy they did this. JYP creates 2 new original songs for them, which is perfect, because I feel like at some point in time he had to create an original song for them. I'm not finding it, I'm not doing nothing about that. He had to create an original song for them. They couldn't keep doing covers of things, because then you just wouldn't really show your skills out. You know, how well are you with something new? And I love that. I'm trying to think what the songs were. Yeah, I found it. Okay, so, and I was wrong. It's not older members versus younger members. It's how do I say it? Charismatic members versus cute members. Okay, listen, there it is. So the first group to go was the Go-Getter group, which included Lexus, Camila, Savannah, and Gina. Makes sense. I see those girls, and they are the epitome of the word girl crush concept, okay? And the song fit them perfectly, except it was the song is very much Itzy. It's very much Itzy. It's what Itzy fans, aka me, have to defend. It's what Itzy fans, aka me, have to defend, because it's good, but it's very je ne sais quoi, teenish, like it's teenage girl crush, if that makes sense. And it does, because right, then again, you also have to note that these girls are very young. The song was very girl crushy, and I liked it. They did really well, actually. And again, I still reiterate my point that Yuna is someone who thrives better in a group setting. Gina is a person my point gets reiterated. Gina is a person that thrives very well in a group setting. I'm glad she was able to showcase her talents and really shine. Like, she didn't feel out of place. Now, if it was Gina individually, I wouldn't know. Now, when side note, I need to add this. They have guest judges. It's Sunmi and a really popular choreographer called Gabe. I don't know choreographers like that. I'm just now entering the world of dancing. Started watching Street Woman Fighter 2. It's too good. Anyway, she's a really popular choreographer. And one thing that Gabby had said in relation to Lexus, and y'all know how I feel about Lexus. I'm standing 10 toes down for Lexus. She's like, Lexus, I felt like I couldn't really see anything from you when I met you in the practice room, when I came to help y'all practice and all that stuff. But seeing you on this stage, it felt like you just shined so brightly, and I could see everything that I wanted to see from you. And it's like, finally. I'm sitting here, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, finally. Yes, she did throw in a little bit of something negative, but finally, my girl Lexus has gotten nothing but praise from her performance. Because I say this again, and I reiterate it so much, Lexus is an all-rounder. Lexus would be perfect to debut into a group. It doesn't have to be this group, it could be another group, but Lexus would be amazing for the K-pop industry. I'm finally glad that there's someone out there who sees that she is what the industry needs. Okay, maybe not needs, maybe I'm stretching it, but she would fit well in the K-pop industry. As y'all know about Camila and Savannah, not surprised, they did well. They were doing what we expected. Okay, the next group to perform is Go Getter Group. I'll put this out there. I expected nothing but the best. Y'all see how quickly my smile dropped when I just remembered my biggest critique of the group? They did perfect dancing. They would have been perfect vocally for me if it wasn't for one person. And visual wise, the stage presence was good. I really loved it. I really felt this bright, bubbly energy from every single one of them. It makes sense because while Christina and Kendall aren't really the youngest, they have a very, not really calming, very energetic energy about them. Energetic energy. Literally, it's the best way to describe that group. Maybe minus Kaylee. Not saying that Kaylee isn't energetic. She can be energetic, but when you see Kaylee, she gets very much a quiet person. But when you open her up, she is very energetic. But they're just a ball of energy and positivity. So the song Being for them was absolutely perfect. And I enjoyed the performance very much. We all know my critiques. Kendall needed work because as she was singing, you could hear her like taking breaths in parts or moments that it didn't seem like, oh, I don't really think you should be breathing at this part. Maybe breathe at this next part and you do pretty well. But I don't know. We all talk. I mean, I talk. We know my opinions. I thought they did pretty well. Ironically enough, weirdly enough, they got a lot of critiques. Not critiques for the right things, but they got critiques. We're now on episode 22. In episode 22, the final mission was that they would perform the same song, both groups, Charisma group, QC group, and that final song would really solidify who was going to debut and who wasn't. The song in question was called YO Universe. Typical tween QC girl crush concept. Nothing much to worry about the song. You can clearly tell who the song fit more in regards to the different groups. Clearly the QT group, because the Charisma group actually got a lot of criticism. I'm really tired and I'm getting aggravated thinking about it, but I'm gonna put a list. I'm gonna show it. Here's the final lineup. Here's who made it into the group. You see that? Okay. As we see, you can notice that 2 people are missing, and the 2 people in question are Christina and Gina, and that is because JYP and the staff that he had brought with them. I'm not sure if Sunmi and Gabby were included in the picking too, but they had determined that Christina and Gina were just not ready to debut yet. This gives me such a annoying feeling. I am so annoyed. I am annoyed and pissed off with JYP. Number one, because we already know how I feel about Kendall, but I want to know what specifics, and this might be a lot, what specifics of Gina and Christina even a little bit more, because we all know how I feel about Gina. I feel like she doesn't really have nothing when she performs, and that's mean to say, but that's the best way to describe it. What about them was not ready to debut? Because from what I can see, at that point they're on the same level as all of the other girls. So what specifically made them not ready to debut? I just want to know. I just want to know the specifics. That's the only thing that pisses me off. Like, that's the only thing that pisses me off, because we already know who I feel like needs more work, but she made it. And now I feel even worse, because if we really think about it, it could put a dent in the group, because everybody will see it as you were only picked because of favoritism. I feel like in regards to that person, they will have to work 10 times as hard to prove, hey guys, he made the right decision. Because the moment that Kendall even slips up the tiniest bit, they will be coming for her neck. They'll be going, I can't believe it. I can't believe you took so-and-so's spot. I can't believe you took it over. Because you, JYP, decided to show your favoritism and send someone out into there that, and again I reiterate, from the time of recording, was not ready to debut. Let me not get heated. Okay, so we are near the end of the video, and again, I reiterate, I am tired. If I seem more peeved than I guess usually am, I don't really know. I'm not sure if I come up on here peeved. I don't think I do, but if I seem more peeved than usual, it's because I'm tired, and I kind of sort of became attached to the show. So disregard how extreme I get about certain things. Yes, that's it. Like I always say, you may not know a person and they may not know you, but you matter in their lives. Thank you, my loves, and I will end this video by saying please like, comment, share, and subscribe.